What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hammerdown Motorsports. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Steve Fast, and this is the Hammerdown Motorsports shop. So, quick little story. I went to the Dodge dealership where I bought our 2019 Ram yesterday. And if you guys have been following along, you know that I really don't have a lot of love for them at this point. They've dropped the ball a million times, and it's just been a real bad situation. And I'm really trying to move past the negativity in that. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm not gonna go take the truck back to the dealership for the crack in the frame of the back window, because honestly, I think they're just gonna be ignorant. I imagine they probably blame it on something like a tonneau cover and like a decal on the back of the window or something ridiculous like that, and it would just infuriate me. So I already decided, okay, I'm not gonna take it back to them for service because, well, they suck. So how the story went yesterday, I drove up to the dealership, and in front of where the parts service area was all parked full because they got like 10 spots for a big dealership, which is kind of whatever. But either way, I drive all the way around the dealership to the other side, which is the sales side, walk into the door, and who do I see? The guy that I bought the truck from. And he's like, hey, how's it going? How are things? I said, well, I don't know, they're doing all right, but the fact is I do have this crack in my rear window. And he's like, oh, okay, the first I ever heard of that happening. I'm like, okay, well, pretty much everybody else in the Dodge community knows about that, but oh well. So we walk over to the service counter, which is right next to the parts counter where I was going to get my parts for my truck anyway. And he told the service writer what I just told him about the crack in the window and wondering, you know, can somebody just quick come have a look at it? Service writer goes, no, you have to make an appointment. And he wouldn't even look at me. He was only looking at the salesman. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this guy doesn't like me, maybe this guy doesn't like anybody, but if you go look at their reviews, it's pretty much how they treat everybody at this dealership. And I'm trying not to complain about this, but it does make me upset. So basically I told him, I said, you know what, you don't worry about it. I'm not gonna make an appointment. I am not gonna bring my truck back here, nor will I ever buy another vehicle here. So I went, got my parts from the parts department. Parts department is awesome. I deal with, guy's name is Brian, he's pretty awesome. And he hooked me up. Guy's super friendly all the time, super knowledgeable, has everything on time, calls me right away. Parts department, 100% awesome. Service department, complete garbage. And basically, I told the salesman, I said, well, your service department is absolutely horrible here. And what did he do? He just turned around and walked away from me. So that'll be the last sale he ever gets from me. And you know what? That is what it is. And if you do garbage service and garbage sales, well, that's what you get. That's just how it is. You know what? People will not come back. People will make bad reviews on you, and that's the way life is. So I left there kind of feeling the same way I did the first time, upset and pretty much ripped off because I did spend a lot of money on this truck at that dealership. This is not the first vehicle I bought there. I bought 3 Rams there, I bought a Jeep there, and I bought a Durango RT there. So we have a pretty long history, and I do know the sales manager, but all the other people kind of been dropping the ball around there, and it definitely has gone downhill since I first started going there. But okay, we're going down the rabbit hole. So I got on the phone today. I called the dealership where I bought my Cummins because they actually had what I needed, and this dealership couldn't get it for some reason, whatever. So I ended up buying it over there. And that's the dealership I'm going to today because I called them on the phone. I said, hey, I've got this 2019 Ram Rebel. It has a crack in the frame of the rear window. He's like, really? First time I ever heard of that? I said, yeah, what do you want me to do about it? He said, just drive it down here. I'll come outside, take a picture, and then we'll go from there. I'm like, really? Wow, that's all you had to do. That was what I did yesterday. I was there already. I said, oh, just come on and have a look at it, dude. All you have to do is get up out of your chair. Nope, he wouldn't get out of his chair. You know, honestly, if I owned that dealership, that guy'd be kicking his lunch pail down the road. But let's try to keep this positive. We are going to a dealership today that actually wants to fix my truck, which is absolutely amazing to me because I was feeling pretty defeated. I was actually feeling like maybe I shouldn't even own this truck because there isn't a support structure for the warranty. So hopefully, this dealership will treat me a whole lot better and get this all figured out. So let's get in the truck and let's go see what happens. So it is a bit of a cooler day today. We have 31 degrees. So I went over the bump on the driveway. I actually didn't even have the camera on and I didn't hear the clunk. So we're definitely on to something with the body bolts and sway bar links being slightly loose because I think in this weather it should have done it. So, I mean, yeah, there we go. So if you want something done, you got to either fix it yourself or find somebody better than who you've been dealing with. And
you know what? I think it's just better for my psyche that I just move on to another dealership and we just leave all this horrible stuff behind so I can move on to brighter days and more smiles in my 5th generation Ram pickup. But I got to admit, I was born with an extremely low amount of tolerance for BS. And when people are not doing their job and being unfair, well, you know what? I really can't handle that. So, yeah, basically, you get what you give with me. If you are garbage, you will get that back. And if you are awesome, you will also get that back. And that's just how it is with me. Sometimes you just got to accept who you are. So, truth be told, I was actually going to take off the American flag decal on the back window, not because I don't love it, it's because it is part of that back window assembly and it's something aftermarket that I added. But I don't have the feeling that they're going to try to blame anything on that, being that there's like next to nothing as far as the profile of that when you open and close that window. But I don't think I've ever opened or closed that window since I installed it, seeing how I don't really use a sliding window anyway. But I was going to take that off just so they wouldn't be able to try to blame it on that. But also the tonneau cover. I've heard somebody in the comments said that somebody tried to blame it on a tonneau cover. What? A tonneau cover. There's a soft piece of vinyl over the bed that's, like, mine doesn't even move. Like, it pulls real tight. They said it makes turbulent air, and that's going to crack the rear window frame? What? No way. That's, yeah, I don't know. I guess they could probably say whatever they want, and I'm sure there's some dealerships up there with some magical imaginations out there on how to not warranty your vehicle, but, I mean, tonneau cover? They make tonneau covers from the factory. There's no way. So I actually was going to take the tonneau cover off just to avoid that one. But from the way the guy sounded on the phone, and I'm pretty sure I've talked to him before about my other truck, he seems to be somebody that actually has a head on his shoulders and isn't one of those stiff robot people that just look at you blankly and feed you a line of BS and expect you to buy it. Another thing in life in Pennsylvania that has really kind of puzzled me is just the business owner that you call and you have a question, they say, I'll call you back, and they never do. That has happened to me probably at least 30 times. Like, they won't call you back for quotes, they won't call you back for anything. And it's just very odd. Like, why wouldn't you just say, I don't want to do it? But yeah, they just don't call you back. And I've just bought other stuff other places, and actually I had one guy call me back 3 months later, and I was like, well, that ship's already sailed, dude. Like, how long did you think I was gonna wait for that? But I don't know. Either way, we're at the dealership. Let's see what they gotta say about it. All right, so it seems that we have everything pretty much taken care of at this point. He took the pictures, he can see exactly what I'm talking about, and he's basically just gonna submit the pictures, and we're gonna go from there, and he's gonna let me know what we're gonna be doing about it. So that's all I really needed. I mean, yesterday I was at the dealership. Service writer could have gotten up from his chair, grabbed his phone, went out to the truck, took the picture, and did the same thing, but he didn't want to do that. He wanted to make me absolutely livid with him, so that's what happened. So this is me happy, coming out of the dealership, as it should be. Talked to Jeff over here at New Holland Chrysler. Great guy to deal with. Really, really personable, and a completely night and day experience from the other dealership, which I'm not going to name because that's not how I do it. You know what? If you can figure out who they are and you want to go there, that's all up to you. There is plenty of reviews on that dealership that say exactly what I'm saying. So, not to knock anybody because, you know, it's not my style, but that is my experience. So, I'm going to just be going over here now for all my Chrysler needs. And hopefully we can go ahead and get this all fixed up. And he also said that if it comes to windows and things like that, that the normal technicians that they have in the shop aren't necessarily accustomed to, they're going to send it out to a body shop or a place that really specializes in glass work. So you're not going to end up with, you know, maybe a repair that is from somebody who is somewhat inexperienced in that particular job, and then you're not going to end up with any issues down the road. So right now we're over here at Todd's TSC's Auto Accessories, and we've got some new stuff for the Rebel. I'm gonna try to put some vinyl on this thing, so let's see how this goes. So over here we got Todd. He's gonna hook me up with an install.
Oh yeah.
And over here we have pretty much the exact same as what the factory puts on, but these are aftermarket graphics that are gonna go on the sides of the bed. And then over here, we have the one for the hood as well. And that should definitely give this truck.
Let's give the people the shot before, and then
So
when we're
here-
done,
okay,
let's
so
show
here-
the aftermath.
Here's the before,
Yep.
and then we're gonna install this bad boy, and
This
we'll
guy right
see
here.
the after.
So stay tuned, folks. We'll be right with you. This is what we do to Steve's brand new truck. We modify it. Steve-O and Toddy style.
And also from Todd, we are picking up one more thing today, but you guys are gonna have to wait to see what that's gonna be. All right, so this section here, we kind of got a little bit of a crinkle on our transfer paper, so we're gonna soak this down. This is actually 2 pieces. We're gonna try to pull this one forward and hopefully release the decal from the backing paper and be able to straighten it out, kind of get this all laid in. But once this paper comes off, this is gonna look absolutely awesome. All right, so big thanks to Todd. We got the hood done. It is a little late in the day, so we did end up skipping doing the sides for now because it's gonna take a little bit of time. It's Friday, it's getting late, so we want to definitely take time to make sure that it's done right, but we do have a plan in action. We're gonna pick this up again next week, but the hood looks absolutely amazing. Definitely drop in the comments how you think the look of this definitely changed the truck and whether it's something that might be for you or not, but definitely is something for me. And if you guys are looking for any installation, any kind of parts, accessories, all that kind of good stuff, definitely check out Todd TSEs in Ephrata, Pennsylvania.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
All right, so we got some things accomplished today. We have our hood done finally. It looks absolutely awesome. Very, very happy with the install. There's no bubbles. Everything is lined up really, really nicely. Probably a whole lot nicer. I could have done it just by myself. Definitely helps having more than one set of hands when doing something this big, especially when you got all the curvatures of the hood and all that kind of good stuff. So very happy with the job that Todd did over at TSC's Auto Accessories. Definitely very excited to see what the bed sides are gonna turn out like. That is probably gonna take a little bit more time, so we will revisit this again sometime next week. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and as always, keep that hammer down.